isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. Oh, I'm in love with your body. Oh, I'm in love with your body. Oh, I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. We let the story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me are thrifty.
Okay.
So what's going on, Plinio? Tell me what's going on, man. Too much stuff.
It's everything normal, man. You know.
Everything normal or everything the new normal?
Yes, the new normal.
Oh, okay. The new normal. Oh, well. Oh, well. This is it. This is it. We gotta wait for Katya. I'm sure he will love this topic, right?
Yes.
He works in the media, so she should like it. So, have you found the name of the book in English?
No, I haven't.
No, actually.
I didn't search.
You didn't? Actually, I need to write it down. I'm going to write it down, this book, because I really need to read this book. What's the name? What's the name in Portuguese again?
Apologia de Sócrates, Banquete.
Why banquete? Why banquete? What's up?
Actually, it's two books in one. Because how can I say diálogos in English?
Dialogue.
Yes, that's some dialogues.
Oh, okay.
In the book.
Okay. All right. Some dialogues in the book. There's a lot of dialogues, right?
Yes.
And in this book, there's a dialogue about the trial. About the trial. The trial. O julgamento.
Yes. The Socrates trial.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, it goes all the way to the time he commits suicide, or it goes beyond.
Actually,
that?
He was, how can I say, condenado?
He was found guilty. He was
found guilty to drink a poison.
To drink a poison, yes. Yes, his punishment was to commit suicide, right? And Plato asked him to leave the city, right? To leave the city, to not do it. But he says, I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
I have to pay regardless if I agree with it or not. So really interesting.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Do you any news from Katya? Anything?
I think she's coming. I sent her the link.
You send her the link? Okay. Is it a different link or is it the same link?
The same, but she didn't know.
Just to make it easier, right? Just to be easier to find. Okay. All right, let's start talking about this. When she comes, then she can join the conversation, right?
All right.
So we're talking about media. we're talking about media, and this is a really interesting topic because media is moving so fast, it's changing so fast, right?
Right.
And what words can you remember that are media related to this topic in specific? And if you could find like new words, that would be great. Things that people are saying it now.
Could you repeat, please?
We're talking about the media, right? Unit 6. Unit 6 is a debate about media. We're going to learn this vocabulary, things related to the media. So can you say a few words related to media?
Any words?
Any words that comes to mind, like just words that comes to mind.
Journal,
Okay.
TV, newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what else? What else?
Let me see. Nowadays, internet, social medias.
Social medias. Let me ask you this. What is media exactly nowadays? Because like maybe 10, 20 years ago, media was something well defined, right? We had companies, we had newspaper companies, we had radio companies, we had TV companies, we even had internet companies, we had websites, portais, right? That their job was to deliver news. But nowadays, what is media exactly? What is media? For example, if a person posts something, our opinion, or something he or she see on the street, is that media?
Can be.
It can be.
If the opinion was true, it can be media.
And that is the million-dollar question now. What is true and what isn't nowadays? Because I feel like, I don't know if you feel this, but people like post the same news, but with different points of view. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
So what do you have to say about this?
That's interesting because we live in a democracy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone has a different point of the view, and if the point was different of my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes can be wrong or right.
Okay, but here's the thing. How can you tell if it's wrong? How can you tell if it's right? For example, I read it. I have access to an information and I believe in one thing, and you have access to the same information and you believe in a different thing. That's hard, right? That's really
Very hard.
It's like every information nowadays is a trial. It's a different trial, every single information, because I see all the time. I mean, I follow politics a lot. And then I see one news about something, and then some people say one thing about that information, and other people of the different spectrum, political spectrum, say a different thing about that same information. And you feel like, what's going on here? Do you feel like that too sometimes?
Yes, but I think professional journalism is different because they have to talk the truth, you know, and sometimes we can't use the opinion, but nowadays it's hard, man. It's very hard.
It's
We are
hard.
living in dark times.
It's really dark times because this is the thing. A newspaper, I've seen this. A newspaper tells one story about an information, and then another newspaper tells a different story. I mean,
For example, the medicine chloroquine. Man, people are being crazy because of that.
Right? Exactly. Some people say it's good. Some people say it's bad. Okay, so you don't know who is right and who's wrong, right? You keep like, what the hell is going on here? Back in the day, 10 years, 20 years ago, there was no discussion. Like, if this medicine, if the doctor tells you, take this medicine, you take it. You're not a doctor. You're just a patient. You don't know anything about medicine. The doctor does.
I
Nowadays,
agree with you.
everyone wants to understand. Everyone wants to give an opinion. You have politicians forcing to use a certain medicine, and you don't know. You don't know if that medicine works or not. That's crazy, isn't it?
I think the media in general are worrying in just make money, you know. They don't have responsibility in the information.
And now I'm asking you, I'm gonna ask you a lawyer. I'm gonna ask you a question to a lawyer plenum. What is the limit? What is the limit of free speech? How
What's
much
mean respect?
free speech is like, you
Oh,
said, you live in a democracy, you have the right for free speech. You can say whatever you want. So is it okay to tell a lie? And how can you prove that it's a lie?
in my opinion, you can talk about everything, but you will pay to this. Do you know? If
Pay.
I'm telling me about somebody and I said uh, he do some crime, he did some crime, and I can't prove this, I will pay for this. You
Right,
know, there
right,
is a responsibility, civil and criminal about this.
right, right, right. You have to
But I
prove.
can't talk about everything.
But okay, fine. Yeah, no, you can talk, but you pay the consequences. But let's go back and talk about this chloroquine problem. Okay? Some people say it's good. It's good, a good medicine. It works well. Other people say it doesn't. Okay? So if people take and start dying, can you sue the people that said it was a good medicine, or you can't? Can you
Yes, we
sue?
can.
You can?
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
But how do you prove it? Let's say I'm a client, I'm a patient, okay? And I get COVID-19.
How can I say dolo in English?
Oh, you got me now.
uh,
Okay, dolo, okay. Dolo is when you commit the crime, but you don't have the intention, or is it the opposite?
you have the
You have the
intention.
intention. All right, in this case, if it's
Culpa, pode ser culpa.
the guilt, that would be guilt.
We need to prove the guilt, do you know?
That the person is guilty. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm a patient. I have COVID-19. Okay? Then the doctor tells me that I should take chloroquine because the Minister of Health tells us that it's good medicine. Then I take and I have a heart attack and die. So my family is going to sue who? Is going to sue the government? Is going to sue the doctor? Is going to sue the hospital? You know, who do you
You need
sue?
to prove the connection between everything, do you know?
And that's
We
really
can
hard.
we can take our TV journal what talked about it, what told about it, and we can't prove about, do you know?
But it's very hard, isn't it?
It's very hard.
Actually, they make you sign a term, right? The hospitals, the doctor, if you take chloroquine, you have to sign a term saying that you accept any consequences, isn't it, nowadays? Like the way
Yes,
it
yeah.
is?
But if you have any consequence, uh,
Can you still sue?
yes, you can still sue.
Okay, nice. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you so much for the law advice. All right, so here it is. Here's some words related to media, okay? So can you tell me if there's any word here that you don't know? Okay?
Broadcast.
Broadcast. Broadcast is like, it's to record something. That's broadcast. That's when you're recording a scene, when we're recording, for example, when CNN goes to Brasilia to record the president.
Oh, yes.
So they say, broadcasting from Brasilia, the president of Brazil is talking about ta-da-da, ta-da-da, ta-da-da.
Yes, yes, I know.
Okay.
Censor.
Censor is, remember when you have the right of free speech? Censor is when you don't have the right, you're censored.
Oh, yes.
Okay. What else? What are other words that you don't recognize? And if you want to add more words, that would be fine.
Headline.
Headline, you have an article, you have a journalist piece, right? Reportagem. You have an article, okay? That's the article. I'm sorry, the headline. That's the headline. Get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Highlight is the best moment, right?
In this case, yes. In this case, highlight is the best moment. Okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. Hyperlink, everything else?
Hyperlink.
Hyperlink is when you click, you know, there's like a word underlined, sometimes a different color, usually blue. You click there and it sends you to a different website. You know?
And section.
Section is like the newspaper has different sections. Economy section, politics.
Okay.
Music, whatever. All right. Okay. I was waiting for Katya so we could have a nice debate, but let me put this video about media convergence, right?
Okay.
Media nowadays is all mixed up. Used to be website, used to be TV, used to be radio, but nowadays they're converting. They're mixing it up, okay? So let's watch this video and let's debate a little bit about this media convergence.
Hello everyone, meet Mark. Mark is a close friend of mine who just started his career in social media marketing. Mark doesn't know much about media and journalism, but he's just finished a degree in economics and he's a pretty talented film operator.
Let's see. Is it too fast? Is it fast, Plenia?
Yes, very fast.
Okay, let me, first of all,
Mark came to me because he struggles to understand.
Hold on one second. Let me put the English and reduce the speed to 0.75. Yeah, these people sometimes they speak too fast, right?
Hello everyone, meet Mark. Mark is a close friend of mine who just started his career in social media marketing. Mark doesn't know much about media and journalism, but he's just finished a degree in economics and he's a pretty talented film operator. Mark came to me because he struggles to understand the nature and specificity of the term everyone has been talking about, media convergence. I gladly agreed to help Mark understand what stands behind it and how it can enhance his professional experience. Media convergence is believed to be a phenomenon that involves the interconnection of information and communication technologies, computer networks, and media content. Media convergence led to a transformation of all established media industries, services, and work practices, and enabled entirely new forms of content to emerge. There are 5 dimensions of media convergence: technological, industrial, social, textual, and political. Let's take a closer look at each of them. Technological convergence occurred as a result of digitization of media content and the popularization of the Internet. It combines the 3 C's: computing, communication, and content around network digital media platforms. Because we are no longer attached to specific communications media, new type of content was born: cross-media content. This means that the media organization doesn't simply print an article or record a program, but transforms material into various forms and spreads it across all available platforms. Industrial convergence involves established media engagement in digital space and the rise of companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, and others as significant content providers. Social convergence is characterized by the rise of large social network media and the growth of user-created content. Textual convergence is better known by the term the transmedia storytelling, in which stories are told across multiple platforms. The media content is reused and remixed to be spread further. It can also serve as a source of brand extension and a form of fan engagement. Media convergence has added new challenges for policymakers on how to ensure the diversity of ownership and content, regulate the access on the basis of community standards, and meet local content requirements in the age of global media. In business communications, convergent media benefits the famous PESO model of paid, earned, shared, and known media. The use of 2 or more channels where all pillars working together enables brands to reach customers exactly where, how, and when they want. Thank you very much for helping me out with this question, Valeria. Now I know that convergent media knowledge is a crucial component of my new work.
I don't know if you noticed, but the lady, she made it a thicker voice to
Yeah.
sound like the guy. Unbelievable, man. So do you see how complicated media is nowadays? Unbelievable, right? Nowadays, Katya is trying to connect. So it's super duper complicated, right? For you to understand how the media works. You want to say something about, you want to make any comments about?
I agree.
What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that, for example, let me ask you this. Do you think like a blog is media? Do you think that people that give their opinion is media?
How can I say? If you this the kind of media had some responsibility, can be.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Interesting. Interesting point of view. Oops. Let me go back here. All right. All right. Let me see. Katya is actually really struggling to get here. She's connecting. She's trying to join, but she can't for some reason. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead to our book. Let's open our book. Let's go to the beginning of Unit 6. It's all in the media. I was really wishing that she was here so we could have a debate, but it's almost 8 o'clock and nothing. She disconnect and trying to connect again. I don't know. It's probably her internet. So, how do you keep up with what's going on in the world Mr. Plinio?
I usually listen radio every
Radio?
morning. Yeah, radio every morning, and I usually listen some podcasts.
Podcasts? Okay.
Yes.
About what? About what?
Law.
Wow. Okay. About what? About politics, about economy, about your area, field of work, about
Law.
something law.
Law.
Oh, I thought you said whoa. You said whoa. So you only listen news about law.
No.
Nothing else.
Um,
There's a lot of news nowadays related to law.
Politician. Yes. Yes.
Politics.
Politics.
Okay. So what do you think?
Economy. Everything.
Economy, everything. What's your take? What's your take of what's going on right now? What do you think from a law standpoint, from a law point of view?
Would you repeat, please?
What's your opinion as a lawyer of what's going on right now?
Man,
because there's a big fight, right? There's a big fight between executive power branch, judiciary branch, and a legislative branch, right? All three are fighting like crazy.
I don't know what happened. What's happened, because law in Brazil doesn't matter, do you know?
It's all about the narrative, right?
Yes.
It's all narrative.
They doesn't matter with the constitution. That's crazy, man.
People don't follow the constitution anymore. Even the
Yes.
judiciary, even the Supreme Court.
Qual can I say principalmente?
Mostly
the Supreme Court.
Really? Oh,
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
Wow.
Really.
Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Can you give like one example of a situation that the judiciary, the Supreme Court didn't follow the Constitution and did something different?
For example, they gave power to the cities and the states to close the works,
Okay.
to close the beaches, and there is a specific point in the constitution, and they can't do this. Do you know?
Really? Wow. Do you know by heart which part of the Constitution says that they can't do that?
There is a, how can I say, princípio?
A principle.
A principle, yes, a principle in the first article. The first article,
The first one.
I think, yes.
It says that they don't have this right to close, to shut down.
They can't do this, man. A valoração do trabalho and a livre iniciativa. It's how can I say, fundamentos.
The fundamentals.
Yes, this.
There's a lot of cognates. Do you know what cognates are? Cognates. Do you know
No.
this word, cognates? There's a lot of cognates in law. Cognates. Oh, hold on a second.
Incisos seria?
No, cognates. Cognates are words that are similar in one language and another. So there's a lot of cognates in English and in Portuguese, because most of the language, most of the words related to law comes from Latin. So usually they're very similar. They're cognates, okay? Not false cognates. False cognates is the opposite. When you have similar words, but they mean different things, you know? So yeah. All right, cool, man. So I'm gonna do some research on that for my debate.
Another example is about
So in the first article says that you mean the government in general, or do you mean states and cities? Like the federal, can the federal government do that?
No, exactly the government, but everyone had to follow this
Oh,
structure. You know,
yes.
that's the principle.
The first article in the Constitution says that. There you have.
Actually, all the articles, but we can see this in the first article.
I'm gonna do some research to debate with my friends. All right, you were
Another
saying something.
example is about close the beaches. The beaches are property of the union.
Okay.
You know,
Yes. Yeah.
any city or state can close the beaches
Really?
because it's property of the union. I don't know what happened, man. Actually, it's very crazy.
So let me ask you this.
We study 5 years, and when you think you are starting to know, everything's changed. I don't know what happened.
So if I am on the beach and the police come, and the police is state controlled, right? The police is like a state. And then I get arrested and I go to jail. Can I sue the state saying you have no control over the beach? Can I sue the state?
In my opinion, in the Constitution, yes, but the accord of the Supreme Court, not yet.
So they changed. They
Not
kind
more.
of changed the law, right? They changed
Yes.
the law because they made that decision, and that decision, the Constitution doesn't matter anymore. What matters is what they decide. They decided.
We could do it. We could do it if you had to use some specific mechanism.
Okay.
Que é seria o estado de sítio.
Right.
I don't know if,
but well, what
but
is,
now it's possible
because they declared a state of emergency. I don't know if it's the same thing. Estado de emergência, state of emergency, and
no, it's completely different.
What is? Can you explain what estado de sítio is?
Man, it's too hard.
Too complicated to explain it?
How can I say? Do you know what happened in Brumadinho?
Yes. Oh,
So
a catastrophe. A natural catastrophe.
Yes, and the government, they, how can I say, declararam?
Declared.
Declared emergency state.
Yes.
So, estado de sítio is an emergency state in all the country.
Oh.
Basically, it's this.
Oh.
But we need a quorum in the legislative and the, how can I say,
Congress?
executive.
Executive.
Yes.
Executive. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that basically only the federal government could shut down the whole country. States couldn't do it. Governors couldn't do it.
Yes.
I understand. Okay, cool. Nice, interesting talk, man. Interesting talk.
It's hard to explain because it's very specific, you know?
Well, no, you explained it well. I understood it. Good job. All right. So you told me, do you read newspapers, magazines at all? Or do you mostly listen to podcasts?
Online magazines, online newspapers.
Okay. All right. Do you watch news program on TV?
Yes. Every single morning.
You watch stuff on TV? Okay, nice. Which ones? Which ones do you watch?
Jornal da Manhã.
Okay.
Jovem Pan.
Ok.
I like this program.
Jovem
I
Pan,
usually to
Jornal da Manhã. Ok. Ok. All
yes.
right, cool, cool.
I
Nice.
usually to watch Global News.
Okay. How about CNN? Are you following CNN now?
Yes, I'm following the, how can I say,
Debates.
debates.
Do you like that kid? That kid is really good, right? Caio Coppola. The
Yes,
kid has a lot of talent. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says, but he has a lot of talent. He has a lot of
yes,
rhetoric. He has a very good rhetoric, right? Right? Okay,
right.
nice, nice. Do you like him? Do you think he's talented? Do you think he has talent?
He's very smart,
He's very smart. Okay.
but sometimes he's wrong.
Yes, no, that's what I'm
Sometimes,
saying.
but he's very smart.
That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with everything he says, but the way he talks, his rhetoric is very,
Yes, yes,
he uses big words, and then you feel like kind of shaky when he talks because you're like, okay, these guys know what he's talking about, you know?
he
And
know how to talk, né? Yes.
exactly, rhetoric. He's got a good retórica, good rhetoric, you know? Okay, all right, so you watch the debate, right, on CNN every night. After class, I think it's after class. They usually have after this class. Katya, my gosh, I feel bad for her already. Do you tweet? Do you tweet? Like, do you use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram to
I
look?
had tweet.
You have a Twitter account? Do you
Yes.
tweet? Do you tweet sometimes?
Some is very hurriedly, do you know?
Rarely. You use Twitter to watch news to see to.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And how reliable is the media, in your opinion? How reliable is the media? How much can you trust the media?
Uh, I could say 50%.
50%. All right. That's not a lot. That's not a, like, if you trust something 50% of the time, the other 50% is a lie, then you shouldn't trust at all, right?
The
Okay.
most part of the time is just bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. It's BS. It's BS.
BS. BS, more polite.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like saying bullshit, but without saying, you know? It's like the same thing of saying without saying. Okay. All right. So here, this activity, it's what's your opinion on the media? Rank the different means of mass communication from 0, lowest score, to 4, highest score. Okay, so how much do you trust those media outlets, you know? And you have 3 options here. I can read it because it's really bad, the image here. It's informative, interesting, and harmful, right? It's activity
Okay.
on page 71. Page 71.
Okay. I found it.
You did? Katya is still connecting. Can you do me a favor? Can you ask her if he's having a problem, Plinio? Can you send her a
Let me
message
see on the WhatsApp.
or ask
Oh,
her if she's having a big, I mean, she is having a problem. I'm trying to understand what is the problem. Because
her internet's bad.
oh, that's what she says? Okay.
Yes.
All right, then it is what it is. Okay, nice. Thank you.
Okay,
You done?
I'm done.
All right. So the internet,
Yes.
what can you say about informative? It's informative, interesting, and harmful, right? Informative,
Yes.
interesting, and harmful. Okay. So how informative do you think it is?
3,
3. How interesting do you think it is?
4,
4, yeah. That's everything, everything there, right? And how about harmful?
4 too.
Yes, it is as interesting as harmful. Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
How about TV? Informative.
2,
2. Okay. Interesting.
2,
2. And how about harmful?
2.
2. I would put 4 because a lot of people still watch it, right? Mostly old people, like older than me. Radio. Informative.
3,
3. Interesting.
2,
2. And harmful.
3.
3. You think is very harmful? Okay. All right. Newspaper. I'm sorry. Oh man. Informative. Informative.
2,
2. Interesting.
1,
1. Harmful.
2,
2. And magazines. Informative.
3,
3. Okay. Interesting.
1,
And harmful.
3.
3. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Well, you have nobody to compare your answers with. So we're going to move on to the next activity. Next activity, activity 2, is the words. Remember those words I showed you? I'm going to ask you, there's 3 columns. There's one column related to TV and radio, another column related to newspaper and magazines, and another column related to the internet. Okay, I'd like you to put the words in the correct column. Okay? And I'm going to just tell you this, be careful with the word live. Live here, you can add other words if you want, okay, Plenio? If you want to add more words, you can. But live here is used as an adjective, okay? Because nowadays, live has 2 meanings, right? Live can be an adjective, and live can be a noun, okay? So for example, when the reporter on TV, he says, we are live here in the Congress to talk about politics, okay? So he says he is live. He is like live ao vivo. And there's also live, you make a live, right? You, for example, people making lives every day now, right?
Oh, yeah, yes.
So you see there's a different meaning. There's a different meaning. Okay.
Oh, yes, I can
and you
see.
can use both. You can use both. The first one, like be live for usually TV is an adjective. The second one is a noun. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. You want to listen to some song while you do the activity? You want to listen to something? No?
Can be.
What do you want to listen to? What do you want?
I don't know.
Maroon 5, Girls Like You? Or Dua Lipa? What do you want?
I prefer Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers it is. What song?
Any song.
Which one?
Any song.
Oh, any song. Californication. Could be?
Yes.
All right, there it is. There it goes.
civilization. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Play your Sergeant Barrow while they break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your chin or is that war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore, softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Mary McGill, be my ferry to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. And buy me a star on the boulevard, it's Californication.
Are you done?
No.
Let me know when you're done, okay? Just let me know.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the sphere singing songs off station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised by those that praise control of population. Everybody's been there and I don't mean no vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore, softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication.
All right, let's go ahead and check it. All right, so related to TV and radio, what do you got?
Broadcast,
Mm-hmm.
live,
Okay.
headline,
Okay, could be.
weather forecast,
Okay.
supplement,
A supplement, I think, is more related to newspaper and magazine, right?
okay,
Anything else?
highlights,
Highlights, yeah, could be highlights. And what else?
viewers,
Viewers, very good. And there's one that it's in all three, actually. That is censor, right?
censor, yes.
Censor, it can be in all three. One, it can be in more than one. It can be censored.
Okay,
All right. All right, newspapers and magazines.
article,
Mm-hmm.
column,
Okay.
editorial,
Yes.
readers,
Yes.
section,
Yes.
Sensor
Yes.
and supplement, you said.
Supplements. Okay. You can also have weather forecast. You can have, I don't know if you said headline, column, editorial,
No.
readers, right? Readers is important.
Readers, yes.
Reviews, usually newspapers, right? Okay. And so on. And how about in the internet? What do you have in the internet?
Posts,
Mm-hmm.
tweet,
Mm-hmm.
viewers,
Uh-huh.
movie reviews,
Uh-huh.
hyperlink,
Okay.
and sensor.
And you can have everything that is in newspapers and magazine. You can have on the internet too, right? Because you have newspapers and magazines on the internet, right? So you can have it all. Let me just ask you this quickly, because do you remember when the Supreme Court tried to investigate because someone was creating fake news about the Supreme Court and they wanted to find out? And do you remember that? I think it was like in the beginning of the year or something. And people were saying that it was unconstitutional because like it harms the right of free speech. Do you remember that? Do you agree or disagree with that?
I don't remember yet, really.
You don't really remember? Okay. All right, cool. Guys, I remember talking about censor. It reminded me of that story that people were creating fake news about the Supreme Court, about the members of the Supreme Court. So they said they could go after the people that were creating this fake news and arrest and have these people arrested because they were telling lies about the Supreme Court. And I remember the president of Supreme Court, which is Dias Toffoli, right? Dias Toffoli.
Yes.
He came up with this law that says that if the Supreme Court is attacked, then it can defend itself, but it's only inside of the building. When the law was created, there was no internet, so they never thought they could be attacked online, right? So anyway. So let's go ahead and fill in these sentences on the next page, page 72, okay? I think it starts, yeah, it starts actually on page 71, okay? 71 and 72, activity B. Complete the questions below with the words from activity 2A. The first letter of each word has already been provided, okay? So pages 71 and 72, do you want to keep listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yes, could be.
Yeah, okay.
don't believe it's been slitting my throat. It's all I ever heard your voice through a photograph. I thought that I've been brought up the past. Once you know you can never go back, I gotta take it on the other side. The centuries are what it meant to me. A cemetery where I marry the sea. A stranger thing that never changed my mind. I gotta take it on the other side. Take it on the other side. Take it on. Take it on. How long will I slide? Separate my side. I don't believe it's been slitting my throat. It's all I ever pour my life into a paper cup. The ashes full and I'm spilling my guts. She wanna know am I still a slut? I gotta take it on the other side. A scarlet started and she's in my bed. A candidate for the soulmate blend. Pulls the trigger and I pull the thread. I gotta take it on the other side. Take it on the other side. Take it on. Take it on. How long will I slide? Separate my side. I don't believe it's been slitting my throat. It's all I ever. Turn me on, take me for a hard ride. Fuck me out, leave me on the other side. I yell and tell her that it's not my friend. I tear her down, and then it for again. How long will I slide? Separate my side. I don't believe it's been.
I'm sorry. Are you done? Did you say something?
I finish it.
You finished? All right. Let's go ahead. All right. Can you read the sentences? You just read the sentences and I'll just tell if they're right or wrong.
Okay. First one.
Mhm.
Do you often read magazine or newspaper article?
Articles, correct. Very good.
Articles. The second. Do you often watch a live broadcast, interviews, or highlights of soccer matches?
Okay, very good. The only thing is that, so pay attention. You know what you just did? Do you often watch alive? And it's not alive because it's not a noun, it's an adjective. Do you often watch live broadcast? Do you
Live
see,
broadcast, yeah.
do you see the difference? There's a difference in meaning. Okay, it's
Yes.
not alive, but it's live broadcast. Okay, all right,
Yes.
good. Number 3.
Did you check today's main newspaper headline?
Headlines or headlines or headlines? Yeah, that's right. Correct. All right, very good. Let's go for number 4. Number 4.
Okay. Number 4. Do you often click on hyperlinks when you are reading a text on the internet?
Very good. Nice. Number 5.
Did you check the weather forecast before you left home this morning?
Nice. Perfect.
Number 6. Do you ever check the movie reviews before you go to the movies?
Excellent. 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 Number 7.
Do you read somebody's column or any particular newspaper supplements?
Newspaper supplements, or could be sections as well. Supplements
Section.
could be section.
Wait a minute.
The supplements wouldn't be wrong either.
Okay. Number 8. Do you read posts or tweets every day?
Okay, very good.
9. Do you think authorities should have the right to censor dangerous or harmful content?
Okay. Content, yes.
Number 10. What's your favorite newspaper section? I put section, but
Or
it's
supplement,
right?
could be. Yeah, they're both correct. Number 11.
Do you ever read newspaper or magazine editorial?
Editorials, okay, very good. And number 12.
Are you heavy TV viewers or newspaper reads? Heavy?
Heavy is when you do it a lot. It's another way. I know it sounds strange, but when you say, are you not heavy, but you a heavy TV viewer or a newspaper
Oh,
reader,
yes.
that means you
Yes, I
do
get
it
it.
a lot, okay? All right, nice, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and do activity 3. Read the following headlines and try to guess what the articles they introduce could be about. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Peering into the future of media. If there was a headline in an article, what do you think this article would be about?
Peering.
It's like peering is like taking a peek. It's like looking into the future of media.
It's about the social medias, the new forms to get information.
Okay, okay, all right, cool. How about this one? Freedom of press at all cost. What do you think this article is about?
Censor.
About censorship? About the opposite of censorship, right? Freedom of press at all cost. Like anything can be done. And social
Freedom of press.
freedom of press. Press is the same thing as media. It's just an old word. It's an old word for media. Nowadays you say media, but back in the day they would say press, like imprensa.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Social media declared the end of privacy. What do you think the article would be about?
I don't know.
Social media declared the end of privacy. What do you think the end of privacy is? Nobody is going to have privacy anymore. Your whole life is exposed to everyone, so everyone could see your life. All right, so go ahead and read the article and decide which headline would be the best headline. Okay, the article is in the next page, is in page 73. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can I put the song? Do you prefer with the song or without song?
Put the song, please.
Put it on, okay.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Come to decide that the things that I tried were in my life.
Yes.
What test they are talking?
Test. What do you mean test?
Check if your predictions are confirmed in the tests.
No. First, you need to read the article. You need to read the article on page 73.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The first thing, you read the article and you see if there are 3 headlines there. Which of the 3 headlines is the headline of this article?
Okay.
Got it?
Just to get high on. When I sit alone, come get a little known, but I need more than myself this time. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on. All my life to sacrifice. Hey yo, listen what I say. Yo, I got your hey yo. Now listen what I say. I know that I really can go to the well one small time to decide on when it's killing me. When will I really see all that I need to look inside? Come to believe that I better not leave before I get my chance to ride. When it's killing me, what do I really need? All that I need to look inside. Hey, oh, listen what I say. Oh, come back and hey, oh. Look at what I say. The more I see, the less I know. The more I like to let it go. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder, where it's so white as snow. Divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. In between the cover of another perfect wonder, and it's so white as snow. Running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and there's nowhere to go. Oh! Send to a man for a friend, all the channels that have broken down. Now you bring it up, I'm gonna ring it up just to hear you sing it out. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe what we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on. All my life to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say. Oh, I got your hey, oh. Listen what I say. Oh. The more I see, the less I know. The more I like to let it go. Hey, oh. Whoa. white as snow. Privately divided by a will so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. In between the cover of another perfect wonder where it's so white as snow. Running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and there's nowhere to go. I said, hey, yeah, oh yeah. Tell my Lord now, hey, yeah, oh yeah. Tell my Lord now, deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder where it's so white as snow. Privately divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder where it's so white as snow. Running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and there's nowhere to go. I said, hey, oh yeah, oh yeah. Tell my Lord now, hey, yeah, oh
Katya, are you here, Katya? I can't hear you.
Late. I have a lot of problems with my internet. Sorry, very sorry.
You came right at the end of the class. Oh man.
I only got to get this meeting through the cellular phone. I tried to two computers in this home, at home.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. We had such a nice conversation here, right, Plinio? About
Yes.
media, about law, about politics. We're talking about everything tonight. We're waiting for you. All right. Anyway. All right, Plinio, so which headline is the best headline?
Peering into the future of media.
Yep, that is right. That is right. I think Katya is trying to talk to us. We can't hear you, Katya. I don't know if you're trying to communicate. I don't know if you can hear us, but we can't hear you. Okay? And why don't we leave this activity for homework? This one right here, activity C. Read the article again and write true or false. Okay? And then we'll check next class. How about that?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Katya, can you hear us, Katya? Can you hear us? We can't hear you. I think it's the same thing when you connect You need to allow Zoom to access your camera and your microphone, you know? Maybe that's the reason why I can't hear you. Yeah, no, we can't hear you. All right. But anyway, our classes just ended just now. So, but we're gonna have class again on Monday.
It's back.
She's back. Who is back? She is Katya. Katya.
Yeah.
Oh, now we can hear you.
I'm so sorry. I had a lot of problems with the
Right.
internet at home. I tried two computers, didn't get. In the end, I tried the cellular, but the cellular phone is not very good because letters keep very little.
Very small,
Space
right? Very small.
are very little. Small, yes, small.
No problem. No
But
problem. Yeah. What?
I'm gonna ask content class tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
at the secretary.
Okay. All right. All right. We're having a hard time. We can hear you, but it's like we're having a hard time. It's low and it's having a lot of like noise, a lot of noise. So maybe you want to look at that headset, the okay, the headphones. You want to look into those headphones as well. Okay. All right. If you can hear me.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's it for today, guys.
Yeah.
So thank you for trying, Katya. Thank you so much for trying. Plinio, thank you for
Okay.
the nice conversation.
So sorry.
That's okay. And we'll be here Monday again, okay? So don't miss out because the whole unit C6 is about media, all right? If you could do pages 70, if you could do, Katya, pages 70, 71, and 72, okay? Because we're going to discuss more about it next class, all right?
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, before we go, can we take a picture?
Yes.
Can we take a picture before we go?
Let's go.
A picture.
Yeah, a picture because, you know, they ask for social media and stuff, you know, like we were talking about this. We're talking about the importance of social media and the media today. All right. So give your best smile in 3, 2, 1. All right. Very guys. You guys look beautiful. All right. That's great. Thank you so much, guys. And I see you Monday at 7:30.
Have a nice weekend, teacher.
You too, Plinio. Have a nice
Bye, guys.
have
Bye, Katya.
Have a nice weekend, guys.
a good rest of the week. Okay? All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Two. Are you still there, Katya? Are you still there? What's up, buddy?